Hi, this is Mike with DSLR Photo Booth. In this video demonstration, I'm going to show you how to begin using Darkroom Boost software. If you haven't activated your software, please do before beginning. I'm going to choose Create a New Event. On Booth Events, I'm going to go to the drop-down, and I'm going to go Create New Event. You'll see that a new event has been created here, but I'm going to want to rename this. I'm going to go to Edit Event Info, and I'm going to call this event Jessica and Scott Wedding. And then I'm going to give it a date. We'll say June 12th, 2014. And then choose OK. So you're going to want to select the event that we're looking to create. You can see as I'm choosing different events here, the templates down here are changing. So you're actually able to set up each event and have the event already pre-prepared before you go to the job, and then just use a one-button startup. For this event, we're going to choose a 3-photo layout. The camera is turned horizontally, and this will always stay the same for every job. On this one, we're going to do 2x6 prints, 2 copies, and I'm going to choose a customized graphic. You're going to want to make sure that the number of photos taken matches the photo layout. I'm going to go Choose. And now I'm going to move on to Controls. Here, I'm going to want to turn off the top 4. With the touch screen, this is the only one that we're going to want to use. By pressing Escape on the keyboard, it will exit the photo booth mode and allow you to bring the software back over. You can see that I'm dragging it off screen. When you press Escape, this window will appear back. I'm going to want to turn off Require Operator Pin to exit booth mode. Also, I prefer to have all of these unchecked. Next, we're going to move on to screens. We're able to choose the screen for this. This is one of our customized ones. In another video, I will show you how to add more custom screens and also how to edit and create new ones. I'm going to choose this screen. Now I'm going to move on to text and timing. I like to change this. I like to have these all capitalized. Click to start. And then I'm going to capitalize the U. And then I'm going to put your photos are printing. We're not going to be doing a video booth with this job, but I'm going to set this up for an 8-second delay before the photo booth users. They're going to press start and they're going to have 8 seconds. This is a timer in between. I'm going to choose 8 seconds. This is image preview time. We'll have 2 seconds to see the photo after it's taken. And then after the last photo, this is the number of seconds that the instructions are displayed. And these are the instructions here. If you're doing video booth, you may change these, but since we're not, we're only going to do the top 4. Next, I'm going to go over to the camera settings. You can see that the Canon T3 camera is already selected, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to hit refresh, and you'll see that the HD webcam is there. Turn it back on, hit refresh, and you'll see that the Canon T3 is here. This is a little tiny glitch that I picked up on, but you'll see that the drop down, we don't have that available to us. There's more information down here and we want to be able to access that. If you go back one window and then come back again, the glitch is fixed. These are your camera settings. The top dial on the camera is set in manual mode, and it's indicated here. This is your aperture. Aperture 13 works perfect for the photo booth. This would be for macro photography if you wanted to have one subject focus and then the background blurred. These are the settings for that. We're not looking to do that with the photo booth. And then these are a high aperture setting, and it requires more light with these. So the higher the number, the more light you're going to need. Aperture 13 is going to be perfect for us. This here is your shutter speed. If you were to use one of these lower numbers, you're going to have motion blur. If you're going to use one of these numbers, you're not going to have much light coming in. The picture's going to be taken very quickly. 1/125th has been a number that we've been using, and it's been working out very well for us. This is your ISO setting. ISO 100 is going to be the highest quality photos that you could take with this camera. By having a studio flash, we're able to shoot at ISO 100. If you're using a photo booth with just a built-in flash, we would have to use something along the lines of ISO 800 or 1600, producing grainy images. If you had no flash at all, you would have to shoot at 3200, possibly 6400. These images are going to be grainier and the quality is going to be much less. This is an absolute bragging right, being able to shoot at ISO 100, and that's only possible because we have a studio flash in our photo booth. This is image quality and size. I like to shoot in JPEG small fine. These photos are still going to be 25 inches wide when viewed on a computer monitor, much larger than Facebook, Instagram, or any of the other social networks. If you're to choose large, now this is more suitable for actually printing posters. We're not looking to do that, but a large photo in the T3 is like a 12.4 megapixel. It's still probably going to be about 50 inches wide. The smallest format is still about 3.4 megapixels, and that's going to be about 25 inches wide. That's the one I've been using. Down here, metering mode, we're going to want to have it on evaluative. White balance is flash. Picture style, you could choose standard or portrait. Not much of a difference between the two. Color space, sRGB is a default. This is your autofocus. Since we use the camera in manual focus, the camera lens will be on manual focus, not autofocus. We do not use autofocus with the photo booth. We set the focus once with the aperture at setting 13, crystal clear throughout the entire photo booth. So we do not need to focus the camera each time. We're going to leave this on live. White balance. Flash is our setting for this. And this is telling us that this camera does support video. This is the T3. It's a 720 video, but we don't have an audio jack. So we do not use the video feature for the T3 because it does not have an audio jack to pick up sound. It has a built-in audio jack, but it does not have an external one. If you were using a T3i or similar camera, T4i, T5i, those all have audio jacks on them. To do video booth mode, you will have to have an SD card installed in the camera. Now we're going to come over to live view. Most problems with photo booth operation happens here. These are the correct settings. Use live view if supported by camera, needs to be checked. When to show live view window. You're going to want to have this set on after a session is started. If you have it always on before and during, this is when people report that their camera is timing out, the camera is overheating. You'll see some companies advertise that they have fans inside of their photo booth to reduce heat. We do not need fans. We use this setting. The camera will not overheat. When a photo is captured, we want to pause the live view for 1 second. We do not want continuous. Pause live view for 1 second. The camera is turned horizontally. We are going to want to say yes to mirror the photo booth. If you were to choose no, and it looks like you're appearing on the opposite side of the screen, that's why. By mirroring the photo booth, if you are standing on the right, it's going to mirror the display, and you're going to appear on the right inside the photo booth screen. If you're appearing on the opposite side, that's because you have no selected. If you have trouble with your flash, this is probably why right here. External flash compensation needs to be selected. Those are your basic photo booth settings, In some other tutorial videos, we'll show you how to create and choose different screens and also layouts. Thank you for watching and have a good day.